Hi, everybody. This is India. I am here to read you your YFM lesson. This week's lesson is all about kindness, and we're going to hear the story about the Good Samaritan. All right, the Good Samaritan. It was a hot day on the long, dusty road that connected the city near the river and the big city up the mountain. Travelers walked on the road, rode on donkeys or horses, or pulled carts up and down the road all day. Sometimes the travelers had money or valuable goods they carried, and sometimes robbers would wait by the road looking for a chance to steal what they wanted. One unfortunate merchant who walked the road alone was attacked by robbers and badly hurt when he tried to fight them off. After they ran away with his money, the man lay in the dirt on the side of the road, too weak to get up and find help. No one came down the road for quite some time, and the merchant wondered if he might die there with no water and no way to get home. Eventually, someone did come along the road, but the injured man could not even call out for help. The traveler was a priest on his way to the temple in the big city. He was thinking about the important things he needed to do and the important people he was going to meet in the city. And then he noticed the man lying in the dirt. If the priest stopped, he would be late, and that wouldn't be good at all. There were many important people waiting for him in the city, and he had so many important things to do. There were other people traveling on the road who didn't have important things to do and would have time to stop, he was sure. The priest looked up and down the road to see if anyone was watching, and then he walked around the injured man quickly, hurrying on his way. As the priest disappeared around a bend, another lone traveler came up the road. He carried a bunch of books under one arm and talked to himself as he strode along, kicking up dust. When he saw the injured man in the dirt, he paused briefly to consider what to do. He was a scholar who studied books and knew a great deal about scripture and the law. He knew nothing about healing. It wasn't his job to take care of dirty travelers, so the scholar continued on his way, clutching the books. As the sun beat down, a third traveler appeared, leading a donkey packed with market goods. He also was in deep thought when he reached the spot where the injured man lay in the dirt, gasping for breath. The traveler was far from his home in Samaria, and his journey had been difficult. In his region, many people hated Samaritans, and he had not heard a kind word since leaving home. He was thinking about getting his business in the city done as quickly as possible when he realized the man on the side of the road was badly hurt and needed help. He grabbed his water bag and rushed to the injured merchant. After caring for his wounds and offering water, the Samaritan helped the man onto the donkey and took him back down the road to the closest inn. The Samaritan spent the night there and made sure the injured merchant was well cared for. When morning came, the Samaritan left, but not before leaving enough money with the innkeeper to cover the cost of the room and food. He also assured the surprised innkeeper that he would come back on the return journey to make sure there were no additional expenses. When the Samaritan told a city friend why he was more than a day late, the friend was bewildered. How do you know he wasn't one of those people who hate Samaritans? The kind Samaritan answered with his own question. Why does it matter who he was? I knew what he was, a brother in spirit, just like you. So, why do you think maybe that the priest and the scholar left the injured man on the side of the road? Do you think they felt any sort of connection with him? And were you surprised that the Samaritan was kind even after so many people had been so unkind to him? So, kindness can really affect a lot of people. So, as you go throughout your week, this coming week, maybe choose an option to be kind even when it's difficult. All right. Thanks, guys.